So I don't ever really know how to start videos, so I'm just gonna kind of wing it. I've always started these things rambling, and I'm gonna kind of do this rambling. This isn't gonna be the most edited thing in the world, but I kind of just want to talk about me and the future of me streaming because it's been about almost 2 months. I think when I stopped streaming, it was about mid March, and it's almost mid May. It's actually almost the end of May, and I don't know where to begin. So, the reason that I stopped streaming was because I wanted to focus on me. I wanted to work on taking care of myself, I wanted to work on focusing on myself mentally, because for the last 2 years, I just wasn't having fun with this. And I guess I should give this disclaimer now. This video is mostly just for the people who give a shit about watching my videos. If you're here because you're just like, oh, for some reason, 5 Uber hasn't streamed in a while, but you don't want to hear the depressing stuff, I'm going to tell you right now, get the fuck out. I don't care. I really don't. And that's been a very big mindset of how I am right now. I'm very much, I do not give a fuck about what you think. I just want to talk. And if you want to listen, listen. If you don't, leave. I really don't care. There's been enough of that, like where people have been leaving already. And I just don't care at this point. So I feel like a lot of events have led up to this kind of thing. A few years ago, I lost a good friend of mine. They ended up leaving my life after they were a good friend of mine for 10 years, and then all of a sudden, they just ghosted me and then just acted like I didn't know them for 10 years. So I closed out that toxic relationship. I was flamed for it for months, and that brought down my mood. Then on top of that, the next years, I was just not having fun streaming. And then last year, I streamed nothing but Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite is a fine game. If you like it, cool. I will just be funny and just troll people for saying, "Oh, you like Pokemon Unite?" No, it's a fine game. Like what you like. I don't give a shit. But me doing the same thing, because my mindset at the time was, I've been streaming for 10 years. How the hell am I still at 600 followers? When my mindset for this whole time should have been, I just want to do what I enjoy, not give a shit about views or followers, because that's never what it's been about. I don't care. This is a hobby, and I do this for fun. But I streamed Pokemon Unite for a year because I enjoyed learning the MOBA aspect of it, but then it stopped becoming fun and I was forcing myself to still play it because it was one of my most viewed things, and I'm like, oh, maybe it'll be worth it in the end. And then it wasn't. It just wasn't mentally. So after a while, I started playing games that I liked. I was playing Lord of the Rings The Third Age, I was playing Kingdom Hearts, I was playing Persona 5 Royal. A lot of these games were just awesome. And I didn't care if I just had nobody come up into my streams, because I was just playing a game that I liked. There was I remember the first few days I was playing Persona 5, I would play the first stream when I was doing the first palace for 13 hours, and I was like, damn, this game is awesome, and I didn't care. I would play Kingdom Hearts 2 and I would do the Sephiroth fight for 14 hours, and people were like, you should go to sleep, and I'm like, no, I'm having fun. And that's what it's about. I don't care, because it doesn't matter that I'm doing this thing for so long, because I'm just having fun. And I appreciate everybody looking out for me. I really do. But after a while, when I do something that's fun, I don't care how long I'm doing it. As opposed to Pokemon Unite, where I was tilting for so long, and I would just play that game for 3 hours, and in the first 2 games, I would be like, this is not fun. But I'm going to play it out, because maybe Copium I'll feel something more enjoyable than just spite and disgust for the game and anger for the people that I was playing with. But that didn't change. So that's why this year my whole plan was to just work on my backlog. My backlog of games that I haven't played. I even have a part of my Discord where I just kept updating games that I always wanted to play. Like, I would just be like, ooh, this game that I want to play. Ooh, this game I want to play. Like, even just looking at it right now, I'm looking at my backlogs and I'm seeing, like, the most recent ones I was adding was, I wanted to play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, The Witcher 2. I gotta get Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, so I have to get that first. I would add Beautiful Joe, Xenogears, the PlayStation 1 game, because I was really excited for that. And then I would play other games like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, because that game is just awesome. So it didn't even matter if I just played games that I've played before, or I've never played before, or games that I've just never beat, or something like that. But I just, at the end of the day, I just didn't have the motivation to stream. Like, I thought I was going to be more consistent about that, and then I just didn't do it. That was the problem at the end of the day. I just didn't do it. And it became tedious. It became tedious because of the fact that I was forcing myself to stream, and I wanted to play these games that I really enjoyed, but I didn't get to share the experience with anybody. I feel like that was the big purpose of me streaming these games. Like, with these earlier streams, when I was playing Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, when I was playing Earthbound, when I was playing Sigma Star Saga. What other games did I play? I played there were some old Gundam games for the PSP when I was playing early days of Fightcade. All these old games, like, what I say old games, but like Game Boy Advance games. But all these like earlier games. I played Chrono Trigger. All these games I played for the experience, and to just, my whole thing was I just wanted to show people it. But that joy just died. That spark that I wanted to show just was not there anymore. And it took me 3 months to just be like, damn, either people just don't care, or I'm just not having fun anymore. And I don't know if the whole last year of playing the same game over and over again did that. If my whole mentality of, I should have a certain amount of followers at this point, which I should never have. I should have never had. Because I've never intended streaming to be anything more than a hobby. But I just wanted to have fun. Which is why whenever I play multiplayer games, I play with my friends. Whenever randoms come in, I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just playing with friends. I know what I should do in order to be like a bigger streamer. I know that there are ways out to like get myself more renown when it comes to streaming, such as like posting to YouTube, which that's been a chore. I have a video that I was working on. Y'all remember the closed beta? The stream that I did before I stopped streaming was the closed beta for the Dragon Ball Super trading card game. Remember that? I was going to make a video on that. I actually had a video that I almost finished. I stopped because I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then I have an episode of the podcast that me and Abiel do that I actually finished. It was just finished a month ago. I still haven't posted that. I'm just glad that every time I tell Abiel about that, like, I'm just like, hey, Abiel, I still haven't posted that fucking video, dude. I still haven't posted that podcast episode. He's just like, no, I get it. I understand. And neither of us have been up to doing anything with the podcast. But at the end of the day, I think my joy in streaming is just non-existent. I don't enjoy it anymore. And I feel like there's been a lot of people that have started around when I've started, or even earlier than I've started, like earlier that started earlier than me, that have also felt like that. That have felt like it's just been a chore. This hobby that we want to do has become a chore. And it's become such a chore when you realize it's not gonna go anywhere. But it's one of those, it's fun while we were here kind of things. So my plan going forward is, I think that I'm still gonna do the podcast. Abiel and I want to still do the podcast because we like rambling about nothing. I'm rambling about nothing right now, but I want to do 2 more games or game series. One is Sonic Frontiers. That's the game, and then I want to finish the entirety of Kingdom Hearts. I started the whole Kingdom Hearts series, and I'm gonna finish that. Those will both be done on stream. I think for Sonic Frontiers, I'm flipping a coin in my head of whether or not I'm going to start the game over, because I really just want to do the Giganto fight. I'll be dead ass. But I think with Kingdom Hearts, I'm just gonna complete the rest of those games, and then after I finish Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm done. I think I'm just going to stop streaming probably forever. The only exceptions will probably be whenever there's a marathon event. Like, I enjoy streaming games whenever Andy does his summer marathon and his winter marathon. Like, playing Mario Galaxy during that time was really fun. We're playing Spider-Man during that time was really fun. That one time that I played Final Fantasy Tactics Advance was really fun, even though I didn't really get very far in that. Those were very enjoyable times, and I want to try to do those again. And I think when I do those marathon streams, I'm going to do, like, long-ass streams of those. Like, I'm going to do them, like, take up my, like, most of my day kind of streams. But as far as doing anything else, I think that's it. I think I'm just gonna play, like, I've been playing games off stream and having fun. Recently I've been playing Devil May Cry 4. Fortnite's kind of epic, so I've been playing that. But I just want to focus on myself. I've been doing a bunch of stuff for myself, some which I'm not comfortable talking with, some which I will go ahead and talk about. I've been going out and being social. I've been touching grass. I've been playing Commander with some people, and I've been socializing. So playing Magic the Gathering with actual people is kind of awesome. I'm also working on myself, doing something which I'm not going to talk about because it's very new to me, and I don't know how long it's going to last. But the people who know about it already know about it, and I'm not telling really anybody else about it. But as of right now, as of the time that I'm recording this, which is the 18th of May, and probably by the time I post this, I'm not enjoying a lot. I'm really not. So I'm trying to find ways to enjoy more of anything. And I'll be completely honest, to everybody who consistently watches me, I'm sorry. I probably will not be coming back to streaming. Once I finish Sonic Frontiers, which I started on stream, I want to end on stream, and Kingdom Hearts, which I started the series on stream, I want to finish the series on stream, I'm probably just going to stop. I want to do more things that I enjoy, but they're going to probably be off stream. As much as I like an audience to share the experience with, I don't feel like the people that watch me enjoy the same things as me. So instead of feeling like I'm going to force people to watch the things that I watch, I'm just not going to. That's probably the best way to put it. I don't know when I'm going to start streaming those other games. It's going to be one of those, I'll get to it when I get to it. But maybe the next time you see me, it'll be doing something that I want to finish. I don't want to leave those games unfinished, but we'll see where I go. Thanks for listening.